Prelims 2026 results are out, and again, thousands of UPSC aspirants who have been preparing for months and even some for years could not manage to crack the prelims examination. Most of them, they have worked very hard, still they could not crack the prelims examination. Many of them, they are failing in the prelims examination repeatedly. Today, I am going to reveal to you the mistakes which this 99% of the aspirants make every year, because of which they keep failing in the prelims examination year after year, and how you can be in the top 1% of the candidates in next year prelims examination. Guys, my name is Santosh Pandey. I have cracked UPSC prelims 6 out of 6 times, scoring very high scores in the prelims examination. Guys, I have mastered the science and art of cracking the prelims examination, and I mentor aspirants for the prelims stage. You can join my Telegram channel. So let's start. First, I'm going to reveal to you what are the mistakes which leads to prelims failure every year, why these aspirants they keep failing in the prelims examination. It is very important, because if you want to crack the prelims examination next year, you have to first stop making this mistake. The biggest mistake which is responsible for repeated prelims failure is starting late for the prelims examination. Guys, there is a myth in the market that there is only 3 months required to crack prelims examination. Okay, what is the source of this myth? Guys, most of the average aspirant who start their prelims preparation, they look up to the selected candidates generally. Guys, 99% of the selected candidates, they crack the civil service examination in their 4th and 5th attempt. These candidates, they have been cracking prelims examination in their previous attempts. So these candidates, they prepare only 3 months before the prelims examination, and they can manage to crack the prelims examination. But what 99% of the average aspirant do is that they start copying this strategy, and they think that only last 3 months of prelims preparation is sufficient to crack the prelims examination, and here only they get trapped every year. Throughout the year, they waste their important time in preparing for optionals, mains. At the end, they start their preparation for the prelims only in the month of March, and they realize that 3 months is not sufficient for the prelims examination. Guys, it's an appeal to all those aspirants who have been failing in the prelims examination. If you have not cracked the prelims examination yet, my sincere suggestion is that please stop following this strategy. Start your prelims preparation. Okay, now only. Throughout year you have to prepare for the prelims examination. I'm not saying that sacrifice your mains preparation, but I'm just saying that you need to prepare for the prelims examination throughout the year. Every day you have to invest at least 2 to 3 hours on your prelims preparation also, along with your mains preparation and optional preparation. How you need to do, I'm going to explain to you at the second part of this video. Also guys, I need to clarify here, many aspirants, okay, they have a myth that they can go into the prelims mode only after the January month or the February month. Guys, from the day one, from today, you have to be in your prelims mode. From the day one, you have to start solving questions. From the day one, you have to start analyzing the PYQs. Most of the aspirants, they analyze the PYQ very late in their preparation journey, and that is the reason they keep failing in the prelims examination. Imagine guys, today only I was talking to some students, they are failing in the prelims examination in the last 5 attempts. One student has failed prelims examination in the last 6 attempts repeatedly. Is prelims such a tough exam that it will take 6 years to crack prelims examination? No guys, I'm talking from my own experience. I have cracked prelims examination 6 out of 6 times. I can tell you, if you are serious about the prelims examination from the day one, automatically you are in the top 1%, because 99% of the aspirant, they will only wake up for the prelims examination after January. So if you really want to be in the top 1%, start early. Start early. Starting late is the most important cause of your prelims failure. So again, do not make this mistake of starting late. Please start now. Please enroll yourself in a prelims test series. Prepare as per a plan. Every day, every week, you should take some test. Every week you should complete your syllabus and you should take test, because then only you can develop that aptitude of solving the questions. Guys, yesterday night I was talking to one student. The student said, sir, I was very well prepared for the exam. I had read all the standard books, I had read the NCRTs, but inside the exam hall, I am not having the confidence to solve questions which are new. Guys, the ability to tackle new questions can only come by practice. You cannot tackle a new question if you have not practiced such questions before the exam. So this is the biggest hurdle, guys. You know, the UPSC prelims is becoming unpredictable. Many of the questions are coming random. So even random questions, how to handle them inside the exam hall, you can only develop that temperament by practice. So start joining test series from now only. Start practicing mock test from the very day, guys. First day, this is very very important. Do not make the mistake of starting in the month of January. This is the most important reason of failure in the prelims examination, starting late. Do not fall in the trap of 3 months. Do not fall in the trap of that you need to be in the prelims mode only after January or February. You have to be in the prelims mode from the day one. The second reason is, guys, ignoring current affairs. You know, most of the aspirants, they rely on coaching institutes, magazines and yearly compilation. Let me tell you, guys, most of the questions this year in the prelims examination were from the current affairs, and they were from the PIB sources and the authentic newspapers like the Hindu newspaper. Okay, I think UPSC is deliberately avoiding the coaching institutes magazines. Okay, so I would like to request every one of you, if you are serious about the prelims 2027, please take current affairs very very sincerely, guys. Just 1 hour daily if you invest, guys, I can tell you, you can secure your entire year. And if you do not have even 1 hour for current affairs throughout the year, every day you cannot invest 1 hour, then you should really ask the question, are you really serious about cracking the prelims examination? Because if 1 hour can save your entire year, you should obviously invest that 1 hour. Guys, I'm preparing daily current affairs notes from the Hindu newspaper, from the Indian Express and from the PIB. Please do refer. Again, I'm giving you weekly PIB notes. You can see all these questions which were really tough questions, impossible to solve by average aspirants. All these questions were directly taken from the PIB. Okay, directly taken from the PIB, guys. So I would like to request every one of you, take the current affairs very very sincerely. Most of the questions these days are coming from the current affairs. If you are ignoring current affairs, if you're not reading current affairs daily, and if you are just relying on some magazines or relying on some yearly compilation, you are making a big mistake, guys. Do not repeat this mistake again. Start reading the current affairs daily. If you can't read the newspaper, if you do not have the time to read the entire newspaper, I am selecting important news articles which are relevant for the prelims examination, and I am giving you in daily current affairs note in form of DPN. And also I am giving you 10 current affairs questions every day, which is prepared from the newspapers linked to the PYQs and the static syllabus. Guys, if you practice these 10 questions which I'm giving daily, your 99% of the problem will be solved there only, because this is the main reason why most of the aspirants are failing in the prelims examination. Because, guys, you imagine, how can someone fail in the prelims examination 3 times, 4 times? Obviously because current affairs not there working, they're only working on the static. But UPSC is reducing the number of questions from the static. So even though they have written 3-4 attempts, they have read the Lakshmikant 3-4 times, but still they are failing in the prelims examination because current affairs they are not reading. See, when the UPSC is asking questions on current affairs, so even the seniors or the juniors, okay, the veterans or the newbies, everyone will come on the same platform, because current affairs is current for everyone. And that is how UPSC differentiates between sincere candidates who follow a proper strategy throughout the year, who read throughout the year, and those who only rely on coaching institutes, magazines. Okay, so please please please, if you really are serious about the 2027 prelims examination, take the current affairs very sincerely. You can attend my live YouTube sessions where I'm discussing the daily current affairs. You can also read my DPN, and you can solve the 10 questions, the PPP, and also go through the PIB compilations which I'm releasing every weekend along with the PIB quiz. Next is, guys, mock practice. You know, most of the aspirants, they say that the exam paper was unfamiliar, the exam paper was difficult, it had a shock element. Why does it happen? This happens because most aspirants do not practice sufficient number of mocks. Most aspirants do not practice high quality mocks. Guys, this is really very very important. You know, you can only be prepared for a surprise, for a shock, if you are practicing such questions in the daily, okay, preparation also. Okay, in my prelims test series, guys, every day in the 10 questions current affairs, I'm giving you one or two questions which are new questions which are not covered in the daily current affairs notes. Why I'm giving you one or two questions? Basically to help you handle the shock element, because most aspirant, I'm telling you, okay, I was talking to one aspirant, okay, yesterday only, and the aspirant said, sir, when I started solving the UPSC prelims paper, many questions were coming which were new questions, and I got scared when I saw the ethics question, when I saw this kind of the manner in which they have framed the statement wise question, I got very scared and I felt very anxious. And I think the student scored around 75 only. If the student had managed her like paper well, if she would not have got that and anxiety inside the exam hall, she would have easily scored 2 3 questions more and she could have cracked the prelims examination. Cutoff I think will be around 82 82 385 4 marks, and she was only already scoring I think 75 marks, 74 marks, but she could not crack the prelims examination. The reason is, okay, that you need to become familiar with the unpredictable, you need to be comfortable with the unpredictability. How can you be comfortable with the unpredictability? When you solve a lot of mock test. So do not wait till January or February to start your mock practice. In our prelims mentorship batch, I am giving you daily mock test, which is 10 current affairs questions daily linked to the PYQs. I am giving you weekly static test which will help you, and in the end I'll be giving you full length test after the month of January 2027, which will have only important questions for the prelims examination. The next reason is, guys, poor elimination strategy. You know, guys, even after making so many videos on YouTube, still, many people said that they could not apply elimination technique in the exam hall. Guys, the main reason is that you are only watching YouTube strategy videos, YouTube elimination videos, but you are not applying these strategies in the practice. And if you do not apply this in the practice, you will never be able to apply in the exam hall. Guys, our prelims test series, which is Lakshya 2027, is few of the test series in the country which will train you to learn these elimination techniques. Guys, even in this tough paper where everybody said that it was the toughest paper in ever in the prelims examination, I'll tell you, around 30 marks you can score only by elimination technique. For example, let me show you. Okay, you can see here this question, rare earth elements. You can see rare earth elements are set of 13 metallic minerals. I have said facts are incorrect, so you can eliminate that. Once you eliminate that, you can manage this question. Okay, okay, next you can see here, okay, this question was on Winzium International Seaport. You can see here exclusively extreme word, primarily extreme word, so you can eliminate this, you get the answer. Here also you can see entire DNA, eliminate that, you will get the answer. So still, guys, all these techniques I have taught many times, okay, but you are not able to apply in the exam because you are not practicing question. Guys, practice questions throughout the year, practice good quality questions throughout the year, and I'm telling you, you will be fine. Guys, if you want to practice my important questions, you can join my prelims batch. You can call in this number. Next, guys, you can see, okay, I have made already an exclusive video on YouTube where I have proved to you that you can score 30 marks in the prelims examination this year. 30 marks without any knowledge, just by my elimination technique. Imagine the toughest paper and 30 marks easily scored by elimination technique. Okay, next, CSAT neglect. Guys, most of the aspirants, they neglect CSAT till the end of the exam and they fail in the CSAT even after scoring very good marks in the GS. If you fail in CSAT, that is a tragedy, and this tragedy should not happen to anyone. But still, I don't know why people neglect CSAT. If you know that you are weak in CSAT, please do not neglect the CSAT. Start practicing questions from the day one. Okay, next, guys, you can see here is not analyzing the PYQs. Most aspirant, what they do is that they only start analyzing the PYQs at the end of the year. Okay, maybe in the month of March or April, before the exam they will start analyzing the PYQs. That is not the right way to analyze the PYQs. The right way to analyze the PYQs is that whenever you read any static subject, for example, you are reading the polity from Lakshmikant, after every chapter you go and you analyze the PYQs. Guys, in my PYQ mentorship batch, I have given you theme wise, topic wise PYQs of last 25 years of not only civil service examination but also other examination like CDS, CAPF, geoscientist. So please make use of that. This is very, very important. Also, guys, I will integrate PYQs in my test series. Guys, you can see here directly this question. You can see here trilateral highway directly this question again repeated in 2026 prelims examination. So guys, who tells that UPSC does not repeat questions? UPSC repeat questions, but obviously they will not repeat each and every word. It's the toughest exam in the country, so they have to basically repeat things. So they will repeat what? They will repeat themes. They will not repeat the topics, they will not repeat the question, they will repeat the themes. And for that, I have been analyzing the PYQs, and I'm conducting PYQ decoder sessions every month, which will basically help you to predict questions by decoding the PYQs. Okay, you can see now I'm going to give you what can you do to crack prelims examination in 2027. Till now we have talked about the failures, the mistakes which are responsible for failures, and now I'm going to give you what you should do to crack prelims examination in 2027. The first and foremost thing is to start early. Guys, you know, late starters they chase, but early starters they lead. There is a famous quotation. So if you really want to lead, if you really want to be in the top 1% of prelims aspirant in 2027, you have to lead. And how can you lead? Start early. Guys, my 1 year prelims timetable has already started on 1st of June. You can still follow that. Daily I'm giving you targets. Weekly I'm conducting mock test as per the syllabus, and I will help you cover the entire syllabus before the month of December ends, this 2026. This is really very, very important, because once you have analyzed all the PYQs of 25 years, once you have read all the static books before the month of December, once you have taken sufficient mocks before the month of December 2026, then you can enter the new year with confidence. Guys, remember, 99% of your competitors will be sleeping till December, and there is the time you take the lead. I guys, you must have seen the story of tortoise and hare in your school. Okay, the hare thinks that he is very smart, and the hare basically, okay, starts taking rest, but the tortoise keep walking, keep walking, keep walking, and wins the race. Similarly here also, guys, if you really want to crack the prelims examination, if you are not very intelligent, still you can manage to crack the prelims 2027 examination. The only thing is start early and keep walking throughout the year, and I will make you do that, because I have a plan. Just you need to follow the plan, follow the daily targets, take the weekly test. Like this you complete the entire syllabus before time. It is very, very important. The next is, I have made a 12-month calendar. This calendar I have divided into two phases. Phase 1 basically is from June to December. This will help you to cover the static, all the subjects, all the books, standard sources, and the PYQs. And then the plan 2 or phase 2 starts from January 2027 till the prelims examination. Here the focus will be on important topic revision and current affairs revision of the entire year, and also I will be giving you the important question test, the mock test, the full length mock test, which is stimulated test as per the latest UPSC pattern. Okay, so this is very important. You know, guys, there is a saying that failing to plan is planning to fail. Most of the candidates, they fail in the prelims examination, not because they do not have the ability, just because they could not plan their preparation. Guys, I have made a very good plan. Please follow that plan. Most of the problems will be solved by following a good plan. Next, guys, I'm giving you subject wise daily targets. Guys, these targets will help you streamline your day. It will basically highlight what are the important topics which you need to focus. You can see here, it is easily seen here. Okay, you can see day 10 target for 2027 prelims examination for my Laksh 2027 batch. You can see I have given you Lakshmikant, I have given you the chapter name, I have given you the topic name, which are the topic which are important. For example, you can see article 13 question was asked this year. Okay, and then I'm also giving you PYQ lectures daily. Daily I'm giving you 2 to 3 PYQ lectures as per our daily target. This will really help you to streamline your preparation and optimize your entire day. Next, guys, PYQ first approach. Guys, do not ignore the PYQ for the end. Guys, in my prelims batch, I'm giving you access to 25 years of my PYQ analysis, not just for the civil services question, but also for the conducted examination by UPSC like CDS, CAPF, Geoscientist. Also, guys, I am conducting a PYQ decoder session where I will basically help you to predict questions for next year prelims examination using the PYQs and current affairs. So guys, please, please, please make use of this PYQ mastery batch, which is part of our Lakshya. So if you become part of our Lakshya, you'll get free access to the PYQ mastery, which is really very, okay, exciting, okay, course. Okay, next is, guys, daily current affairs. So guys, you can see here, current affairs is very important. Daily you should read the DPN, daily you should solve the quiz of the current affairs, and weekly you should read the PIB and do the PIB quiz. You can see, you should not ignore this. You should not ignore this, because I'm telling you 99% of the aspirants who cannot crack the prelims examination year after year, the main reason, if you go and talk to them, okay, what do you do throughout year, the main reason will be they do not read the newspapers daily, they do not read the current affairs daily, do not take the current affairs quiz daily. They either sit monthly, they rely on monthly magazines or yearly. Guys, these days UPSC question setters are becoming very smart. They know candidates are reading which magazines, and they are deliberately avoiding questions from those magazines. And that is why even after reading the magazines, okay, multiple times, you are not able to crack the prelims examination. So I would like to request every one of you, read newspapers daily. If you can't read newspapers daily, read the DPN, because in DPN I'm covering each and every aspect of the newspapers in detail. Okay, next. Guys, mock tests are really very very important. Guys, even in this tough paper, there were many questions which directly came from our mock test, which is Lakshya 2026. You can see here, okay, rivers, okay, Vedic rivers, you can see here, ancient rivers and the modern rivers, you can see here, exactly the same question I have given in my test series. You can see here, Vedic rivers and present names, Vedic rivers and present name, and I've given the explanation also exactly. Even the terms are matching, the terms are matching, you can see, okay, with asta, you can see here with asta, okay. Like this, you guys, this is really very very important. Okay, you can see this question, financial inclusion index, you can see financial inclusion index, okay, exactly. Many questions came from our test series. You can go and you can check how many questions have come directly from our test series. This is our website, optimizeias.com. Please go through this. Guys, this is a unique test series, because here someone who has cracked 6 out of 6 times, okay, he is helping you. Okay, so I exactly know what is this exam. I have cracked the prelims 6 out of 6 times. I've scored very high marks, so I know. So you will have that confidence that you are under the mentorship of someone who is really an expert of prelims examination. Next, guys, okay, before we move, okay, I would like to tell you that what all you are going to get in my prelims mentorship batch. Start joining early, because do not make the mistake of starting late. You can see I'm giving you daily target, I'm giving you daily quiz, I'm giving you weekly test, I'm giving you PYQ analysis, I'm giving you CSAT mentorship sessions, I'm giving you crux notes for revision within the last, okay, 2-3 months, where I will be compiling the notes from the PIBs and the newspapers, and 10 high quality full length tests which are framed on the similar pattern of UPSC 2026. These 10 tests will have only important questions for the prelims examination. So if you are solving the daily quiz for the entire year, you will be able to solve 3700 MCQs which are current based MCQs. Just imagine if you solve 3700 MCQs which are framed by me, someone who has cracked the prelims examination 6 out of 6 times. Obviously, guys, the chances of these questions getting reflected in the exam will be very high. You can go and check in 2026 prelims examination, many of our daily current affairs quiz have been replicated in the prelims examination. Okay, next is, guys, elimination. Elimination is very important, guys. Even in this year's paper, I have shown you, you can score around 30 marks using elimination. You can see this question, guys. I have told many times that whenever any declaration is there, whenever any declaration is there, that declaration will not be binding. So if you remove statement 2, if you remove statement 2, you can see automatically you get the answer statement 3, okay, which is 3 only, which is option D. You can see this is everything I have taught, everything I have taught. So if you are not able to apply this in the exam, this means you are not doing the practice. I'm telling you honestly. You may feel bad. Okay, I see some of the comments that, sir, your technique did not work. Okay, you may think it did not work, but in actual, I'm telling you, it worked in the exam. The point is you are not able to apply this in the exam. Why you are not able to apply this exam, that also I'm explaining, because you are not practicing questions throughout the year. That's the main reason. And obviously, if you are not practicing our test, because our tests are based on these techniques, I don't know which test you are practicing. If you practice my test, definitely you will learn this, because I am deliberately framing questions on such techniques, because I have mastered these elimination techniques, okay, myself. Next, guys, you can see CSAT. Please, please, please do not ignore CSAT. Okay, get a good CSAT book, practice book, which has thousands of questions in it, and start practicing CSAT from the day one. In my prelims mentorship batch, I am giving you some basic lectures of CSAT. Watch them and start solving questions from now only. Every week you can sit and you can solve 100 questions. I'm telling you, no one can stop you from qualifying the CSAT. Okay, last is revision cycle, guys. Please, okay, if you start late, one of the main reason is that if you start late, why do you fail in the prelims? Because there is no revision, there is no time for revision. If you start early, there will be time for revision. Okay, for example, if you start now, then what you can do, okay, like I'm talking about first the static, so you can complete the syllabus by December, and from December, January onwards you can do revision. So at least 2 or 3 round of revision you can do. But if you start only in the month of January, then where is the time for revision? That is again a big problem. Okay, so I would like to tell you guys, please start early. If you want my help to crack prelims examination, call this number. Okay, and guys, take action. I'm telling you, take action. I see many aspirants, okay, they wait till the end, and that is the reason they keep failing in the prelims examination. If you need my expertise, call this number, and do like this video and share this video with all 2027 aspirants. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care. God bless you.